You won't believe that Abigail might be based on some terrifying true events. Warning, spoilers ahead. The recently released movie, Abigail, has been received well by the audience and impresses with its horror elements. It shows how a bunch of kidnappers are in for a big surprise when they find out the cute little girl they kidnapped is actually a vampire. That sounds really dangerous, even for hardcore criminals. The scary fights with the vampire kid will give you goosebumps for sure. What if we told you this horror movie might actually be inspired by true events? Get ready to be scared as we find out the spooky secrets about Abigail. You're in for a big surprise. But before that, make sure to subscribe to Unexplained. Abigail, the young vampire in the movie, becomes the symbol of terror and fear like no other. But have you heard of the Project Abigail? Well, you are in for a ride. Often termed as one of the most horrifying human experiments in history, Project Abigail was allegedly an attempt to create super soldiers during the Second World War. The chief scientist Albert Western was certain of making it work, but no one was willing to volunteer for a project whose methods weren't clear. It was too risky, almost like a suicide mission. And just like in the film, after careful consideration, Western allegedly decided to use his daughter, Abigail, for the experiment, thus starting the Abigail Project. She supposedly underwent numerous surgeries, implants, and substance tests. Her appearance changed significantly, with her teeth growing and her skin stretching, making her more animal-like than human, to the point that some say she lost all traces of her humanity in the end. In what was supposed to be a super soldier experiment, ended up creating a monster unharmed by bullets or explosives, similar to the Abigail shown in the movie. Whether the similarity in names is just a coincidence or has a deeper, unknown connection, for now, remains unexplained. Wait, there is more to the story than just scary human experiments. It all began in Baltimore, Maryland in 1926. The seemingly peaceful town was about to experience something unimaginable. A young boy in the town, down with a deadly illness, was fighting for his life on a hospital bed with little chance of survival. In a miraculous turn, he did survive. However, his parents didn't realize that he was no longer the same boy, but had been replaced by something evil. In the days that followed, his parents started noticing changes in his behavior. All of a sudden, he started acting aggressively, disappeared like a ghost sometimes, and even damaged public property. But wait, this is where it gets really disturbing. If you liked the video till now, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to Unexplained for more. One day, he went too far. He bit his friend, grabbing him by his hands and taking a bite from his forehead. But it didn't stop there. The boy went on a wild rampage, biting people and drawing blood, leaving clear bite marks. Wait, doesn't that sound familiar? Bite marks and blood are the typical traits of a vampire. And wait till you hear the response from the vampire boy himself. On being confronted by the neighborhood for his attacks, the boy said something that would give you the chills. "I like to see the blood flow," he said in his reply. Pretty spooky, right? A child showing typical vampire-like behavior. Something one would always prefer to avoid running into. Maybe this is what inspired the Abigail movie. A vampire, especially a child, is enough to give anyone nightmares. But the story continues. If you're still not convinced about child vampires, a recent discovery in Poland might change your mind. During some recent excavations in Poland, archaeologists made a chilling discovery. They found the skeleton of a 400-year-old vampire child. The child was buried face down with an iron padlock on its foot. This burial style is unique, as no other child skeletons have been found like this at the site. It's likely the only known example of its kind in Europe. In addition to the vampire child, earlier excavations in the same region uncovered the remains of a vampire woman. Archaeologists explained that the presence of padlocks suggests that people were still afraid of the child even after death. The padlocks were likely placed to prevent the child from rising again as a vampire. This shocking discovery has stirred up vampire conspiracies again and makes us wonder if anything is ever truly fictional. No one can say for sure. What are your thoughts about the Abigail movie and its spooky connections? Do let us know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Unexplained for more such interesting content. Till then, stay tuned and stay curious.